Hey guys, I just kind of want to give you guys a short video of how I make my tumblers. So far, I've made this purple and gold ombre, kind of a small ombre. This one I made as well, which is my wine color with silver ombre. Um, and now I'm making my very first uh, zipper ombre, which will go like this. Similar, not this zipper, but this would be the concept. Let's see if you guys can see this. Bear with me a second. So it kind of look like this, and the colors that I'm going for is navy blue and rose gold. So I've already started the process where I've spray painted my bases. So here I did my navy blue, and here I've done my rose gold, and I've done my glitter already for the rose gold. Now today I'm going to be doing the navy blue glitter. So I'm going to start by first mixing the epoxy. I'm using Amazing Crystal Clear. So it comes in two parts, part A, part B. You combine the amount that you're going to use, equal portions. So for an example, for this one, I don't need no more than say 5 ml at the most. So because these little cups, the only smallest measurement that I could use is 2.5 ml. So that's what I'm going to use. So 2.5 part A, 2.5 part B. So that's A, that's B, and this is my A. So I'm going to go ahead and pour. And I'm kind of doing this off camera a little bit, but I guess I can get down and see. So you guys could see, but you won't be able to see the 2.5 ml, but you will be able to see it once you have it, an actual measuring cup. You'll be able to see that 2.5 ml is not a lot. It's like that much, but 2.5A and 2.5B gives me a total of 5. So that's how you do your measurements. And this is epoxy that I purchased at Michael's. Actually, they sell it at Michael's, but I bought mine on Amazon. But it's the same product that I saw at both locations. So I have about 2.5 there of my part A, and I'm gonna get 2.5 of my part B. This does sometimes stick, but managed to get it open. Always wear your gloves. Obviously, I usually wear 2, but in this instance, I'm only wearing 1 because as the recorded moment of this time, we are facing a pandemic, so I'm short on gloves. Actually, I do have plenty of gloves, but I'm very sparing with my gloves. So here I'm going to do 2.5 of my part B. Part A is a little bit thicker than the part B, so be careful when you using this particular epoxy when mixing that you don't pour out too much. All right, so I'm gonna get my little stir stick. I always buy these at the dollar store or Michael's, whatever craft store. They was like 1,000 in the bag for like less than $2. Alright, so I have my part A over here and my part B. And I preferably, if you're using this this epoxy formula, I prefer to add A to B because it produces less bubbles. And a lot of people always talk about the bubbles in their epoxy, but to be honest with you, from base, and this is just my third cup that I'm doing. Based on the epoxy mixture that I've seen, yes, you'll get bubbles, but you'll get less bubbles by adding the thick to the more thin liquid, which is adding A to B. And once you pour the epoxy onto your cup, sorry. Once you pour the epoxy onto the cup or to your tumbler, when you begin to smooth it out, the bubbles will go away. So that's the other main thing. So don't be too concerned with bubbles. Everyone is always concerned about, oh, I have bubbles, I have bubbles, I have bubbles. But when you pour it on, you're gonna have less bubbles because you're able to smooth out the bubbles once you apply epoxy. So I'm just kind of scraping, getting a little bit of what's ever left over of my epoxy, part A, and I'm going to dump it into part B. So there we go. Just keep scraping, scraping, scraping. Again, this formula calls for equal amounts. So whatever you choose for A, it has to be the same for B. Whether you do 2.5, whether you do 3, whether you do 3.5, whether you do 4, whether you do 5. And remember, once you combine them, you will have you double your mixture. So 2.5 and 2.5 makes 5 ml. And I don't know if you can see, but it's a little whitish for the first few minutes, but after that you're going to stir very slowly, and once you start stirring, then you'll notice your epoxy will become clear. I mean, literally within less than a minute you'll notice that it becomes clear. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on, well, not a video because I'm continuously shooting this, but I just want to show you guys how I laid my zipper down. Earlier this morning, I glued this part down of my zipper, so it's already nicely glued using E6000 glue. I use this. You can buy it anywhere, Walmart, Michael's, whatever craft store. Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm gonna apply the final coat onto this, and I thought about putting a decoration. Maybe I'll add a logo, but it's not smooth enough, so I'm gonna add another layer.